Hi, so I am trying this again on a new camera. I was almost done filming my previous video and it just stopped. I don't really know. This is the first video I'm making on this camera. We've got a new camera. If you can tell, leave it in the comments and let me know that you can tell. I don't know how the audio or the video will be, but I assume it's going to be better because it's a much newer camera. The camera I filmed on, my husband got for me before we got married, so it was more than 13 years old. This one's new. So I just wanted to talk about the planners that I'm using and maybe a little bit about what I might be using in the future, how I'm using this. So if you had seen my previous videos, I bought this, I think it was in December. And after that, I said I'm not buying any other planners because I'm going to work through what I have. And that's what I've been doing. So I just wanted to walk you through that. This is a Filofax, I believe it's a Saffiano wallet. And I just got this on Amazon. And just a very brief showing of it. I have a video on it, but I keep a little notebook in here. And it's just almost exclusively grocery lists, to-do lists while I'm out. I'm going to try to go through this a little faster. I don't know why it cut off. And then in here, okay, let's see, is it going to be able to focus? Okay, and so in here, I just have my trusty Parker Jotter, some cash, and some cards. I don't carry very many cards. I have a couple cards in the back. And then here's the planner itself that came with it. I'm totally fine with the paper. I really enjoyed having it. My only wish is that it was smaller. The wallet, all of it together was smaller. It's really big. And kind of a little bit bulky, but I'm going to use it at least through the year. I've resisted buying a pocket-sized Filofax when they were on sale and a field note-sized Chic Sparrow. I just don't want to spend money on that stuff. And I just write in this with my Parker Jotter, and the paper quality is fine for that. It's obviously not made for a fountain pen, but, you know, I'm not carrying a fountain pen with me. So I've got the flyleaf and the calendar, and then the first why I got this was I knew that being pregnant I was going to have a lot of appointments, and the only thing I write in this planner is timed appointments. That's it. I don't write anything else in here, no to-dos or anything like that. And so like this is this week. You can see the only thing I wrote in here are timed appointments, and then tomorrow I will be 38 weeks pregnant. My hands are really swollen and sore. I feel like I've been pregnant forever. I'm not complaining. It's just if you've been pregnant, then you can probably sympathize. So the only thing I write in here are timed appointments so that I don't forget those and any kind of important dates, but really, you know, like anniversaries, things like that. But really it's just for timed appointments so that when I'm at the doctor I can feel confident to write in and not schedule something over. And at this point I don't remember many things, and I'm able to plan ahead. So I know I have like some appointments that I wrote in here for June and July, and you know, so that's kind of nice. The second section that I quickly flipped through that I have in here is a couple of address pages. They sent these with it, and I just wrote down maybe 10 people's phone numbers and addresses I would want if my phone didn't work. The third section is just the little couple pieces of notebook paper they sent, and I have nothing else in there. So I've kept it really compact. I ordered this because this comes out. The whole planner insert comes out, and you can fit a Hobonichi Weeks in here, and I wanted to have that option in the future if I wanted it. But for now, I'm going to use this through the end of the year. It's working great. I got my diaper bag. It fits perfectly in one of the pockets of my diaper bag. I was a little bit worried it would be too big, but it just fit perfectly. So I'm going to commit to using this for the rest of the year, and so far it's been working. We're 5 months in, and so far so good. I've enjoyed having a dated planner that I can just easily flip to when I'm at the doctor's. And I'll probably have more doctor's appointments to come, so, you know. So on Saturday, when I sit down to plan, I pull this out, and I make sure that all of the timed appointments that are in my big planner are in my little planner. And if I set a timed appointment, say like after I come home, I will usually immediately transfer it into the big planner. I don't even wait until Saturday. Then I have my large home planner. So I was using the Success Choice Planner that ran out, and I didn't want to buy anything new. I had this from when I was teaching. This was my teacher planner, and it was an academic planner, so it goes through the end of June. And I thought, I will use this until the end of June, and then I'll use something else that I have. So this has been working out really well. This is how I have it set up. It's very simple. It's just function. That's it. So in the front, I have nothing in this pocket. I have a doctor's card here and my little don't quit card. In this front pouch, I had some paperwork I pulled out that I need to follow up on. This, I just pulled off a few to-do lists, and I haven't used any of them. And then I have my first divider. In the academic planner, I kept the past, current, and future calendar. And I started using this in April when my Success Choice Planner ran out. So this is how it looks. It's a full planner, 8.5 by 11 size paper. The paper quality is excellent. It's just the ARC refill from Staples, and it works great with fountain pen. In fact, some of this is fountain pen, and it's a fantastic planner. I really have been enjoying it. I had never used it for a home planner, and I love it. In fact, I was considering buying, I was considering buying the refill for it, and I thought, no, I'm going to work through what I have. I'm really going to commit to not buying any planners. I have resisted several times that I felt the urge, and I'm just going to use what I have. You never know what you might like, right? So this is just for any kind of future planning and recurring things so that I don't forget, like trash and recycle, that sort of thing. I made these little tabs years ago, and they're the Martha Stewart reusable tabs, and they've worked fantastic. And then after I've done like forward planning, so anything that's in the future goes there, then I go ahead and fill in my weekly plan from there. So let me just kind of show you. You can see that I figured out a system that worked for me because they consistently, look pretty similar. But let's get to May. So any kind of reminders for myself go here. Again, any kind of forward planning. And so when I sit down to plan on Saturday, I take out the month and the week, and I have at it. And so I will show you, this was this week actually. And it has a ruler place marker. So let me just show you, I'll pull this out. So things that I put in here. Up at the top, I write down which zone I'm in for the Fly Lady system. And then I've just drawn a line down the middle, and I've split it up into timed events here and to-dos over here. And any kind of special day might go here, special information, like things that need to stand out. And so I have really enjoyed having this large space to write in. It feels very luxurious, and I can use whatever pen I want, and I love the bright white paper. It's been really nice. So let's do something like, we'll look here. One thing that the Success Choice Planner has that this doesn't is it had that little area at the bottom where you could fill in, like, I think 8 different tasks and then bubble in that you did them that day. I liked that. And that's not in here, and I'm not going to write those things every day. So what I've done is instead I'll put daily, weekly, dinner, and zone. And that pretty much takes care of what those were. So I know daily, if I look at my control journal, it's everything I should do in my daily routine, and I can check it off in my control journal. For weekly, the weekly task. For zone, the zone cleaning. And this is a reminder to me to lay out my dinner for tomorrow because it might be frozen. And then any other to-dos I might have, I'll add those. Any timed appointments go over here. And I've just really enjoyed the space. So this was like a random thing, like make salsa, like I needed to remind myself. And I did. And so then you can see here, what I put at the bottom is my menu for the week. And that is how I've been using this. I really like the space. And so on the weekends, all I do is it's a shared box for the weekend, and so I just make a little line for my checklist, and you can see today I haven't done anything. I haven't felt good today. But here's tomorrow. I will be 38 weeks pregnant tomorrow. And then I wanted to show you what I did. So one day I was like, okay, I was like having some contractions, and I was like, what if I go into labor like now? And my husband told me, stop being so type A. And by this squiggly line, you should know I am not completely type A. But I like to have things planned out so I know what to expect and what's going to happen. And my mom has been incredibly helpful in keeping up, helping me, and just sometimes taking over and keeping up my house, which I can't even tell you how much I appreciate, because some of it I just cannot do at this point. And so what I did was, this planner runs through the end of June, and I just filled out the bare bones of everything until the end of June. So this one is for next week. So this one has a little bit more than what the bare bones does. So let me just kind of flip. So here's June. Basic forward planning. Birthdays, reminders of dog medicine and trash and recycle. Just a couple reminders for myself. And then here is a good example. So all I've written is like basic tasks that I want to remember, basic timed appointments, and basic area for a menu. And that's it. And then I stopped writing in even some of those timed appointments, because I realized after I have a baby I may not want to, I may need to take a little bit of time off from some of that stuff. And so I have my bare bones planner filled out until the end of June. Then I've been reminding myself to set up my new planner and check my Women's Success Choice, or the Success Choice, future calendars for what I had written in there. Because if you remember, in that system, she gives you like calendars for a whole year, and I have all my future planning written in there. So I've saved those to transfer into whatever new planners I decide to use. Beyond that, I saved a couple of the phone address pages, but obviously I don't need those. On this divider, which I won't show you, I have a ton of Post-its that had important information that I copied out of my Success Choice Planner and onto here just so I would have it. And then beyond this, I just have some blank paper. I've done a couple budgets, and I've done my grocery planning in here. And then I've got some other information that I wanted to have at hand. Keeping track of like my oil change stuff, and a card my husband gave me on my birthday. I have those in a couple of slip pockets, and that is it. That is my basic planning system. You can see it's really thin. I have it on really small rings, and I have enjoyed using this big full-size planner. It has been really nice. So what planner do I think I'm going to use next? Well, I've talked about it. Let me grab it. I just really like having a calendar that is already predated. And so I think what I'm going to move into next is the Space 24 by, what is this? Quo Vadis, the planner that I won. I think I'm going to move into this next. It's not going to be nearly as big as the ARC planner that I'm using, but there's lots of space for notes, and I'm going to see how it goes because it's dated and I've got it. I don't have to buy it. And so, and this runs through the end of the year. So I think that's what I'll do next, but of course I'll update you. If you have any questions, you can leave them below. I'm interested to know what you think of the video and the audio quality of the new camera. So if you want to tell me about that, you can leave that below. Otherwise, have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.